Hi, thanks for joining me for another edition of the Bell Performance Video Blog. I am Eric Bjornstad with Bell Performance. I wanted to make a comment on a topic that we have not actually released yet on the blog, but it was fresh in my mind, so I wanted to record this video blog, and we'll actually release this before we release the written blog article, and it has to do with an interesting legal situation that is currently being, as of May 2013, currently unfolding in the state of North Carolina. And that is the state of North Carolina versus Tesla. Okay, not talking about the band, not talking about Nikola Tesla, the inventor who's been dead for like 100 years. No, Tesla is the car manufacturer named after Nikola Tesla, who was Thomas Edison's main competition, so to speak. And specifically what this legal issue is that the state of North Carolina is trying to tell consumers that if they want to buy a Tesla automobile, that they have to buy it through a dealership. Okay, now that sounds kind of funny. Some of us, I confess that I fall into the crowd where I don't buy cars from dealerships. I always buy used cars, but I recognize that if more people were like me, we wouldn't have car dealerships. And since that's not the way it is, a lot of people will only buy cars through dealerships. Now, there are laws in many states that basically say if Honda has a dealer presence in that state, then Honda cannot go around those dealers and sell Hondas directly to you, like buy a Honda Accord on eBay. Those laws are admirable in that they're intended to protect the dealer agreement. They're intended to keep those dealerships basically in business, because car dealerships are essentially small businesses, small franchise businesses, and it's just laws intended to protect and solidify that relationship. Now, Tesla makes electric cars. Okay, they've been around for 10 years. They differ from cars like the Chevy Volt and the Nissan, I believe it's the Nissan Leaf, in that Tesla made the decision to differentiate themselves by making really cool electric cars. Electric cars, really high performance ones with all of the luxury bells and whistles that you would expect to find on comparable high-end, regular gasoline models. A Tesla electric car is not cheap. The Tesla Roadster will run you about $103,000. Now, for what do you get for that? Well, you get the first electric car that gets over 200 miles per charge. You get an electric car that tops out at 125 miles an hour and can probably go faster if it wasn't for the fact that they've essentially capped that electronically. You get 248 horsepower. You basically get an electric car that performs comparably to any kind of sport, roadster performance vehicle that you want to name. So Tesla's been making really high-end, high-quality electric cars for years. I believe they have what they call their S series or S-Class sedan, just got a near-perfect rating from Consumer Reports. So they're building really nice electric cars, and the public is starting to take notice, because for the first time in their 10-year history, first quarter of 2013, they turned a quarterly profit. Okay, so this brings us back to the problems in North Carolina. How Tesla sells cars, they don't operate dealerships in the strict sense. What they do is they operate stores, and they operate what they call showrooms or display stores, whatever you want to call them. How you buy a Tesla car is that you go to a store, but it's not a dealership. You see what they got, and then you go online. You can do it right there in the store, but you go online and you buy your car. Now, that transaction is not legally executed in whatever state you're in, Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, whatever. It's legally executed in California. And so Tesla skirts those laws by basically saying that they're selling the car in California when the consumer is actually buying it in Florida or North Carolina. Well, the car dealers, and this is kind of the I want to say infuriating thing, but the thing that kind of makes it puzzling and starts to get your ire up a little bit if you're a consumer. The car dealers have all banded together and basically said, that's not fair. What they're saying is Tesla is not playing by the same rules that we have, and so we essentially need to cut Tesla down to size. And so they have brought lawsuits against Tesla in a number of different states. Now, there are 5 states I know of where Tesla has faced legal action. Only one of the states has that legal action been even marginally successful, and I want to say that was in Colorado. But in Virginia, New York, Massachusetts, those states all lost when trying to make Tesla essentially stick to this dealer model, even though they don't have dealers. So now North Carolina is trying to do the same. We just thought this was an interesting story. You've got a great company making excellent automobiles, even if they are electric automobiles. And, Bell Performance, we sell gas additives. But hey, like we were saying on the blog, you can still use actually oil additive in a Tesla if you wanted. But, this whole thing just seems kind of unsavory to us. It's big business. It's Honda dealers and Ford dealers and GM dealers banding together and saying, you need to come down to our level instead of letting a company perform with excellence, so to speak, under an innovative sales model. And that just doesn't seem right to us. Now, if you run a car dealer, you might feel differently. But anyway, so look for the Tesla situation on the Bell Performance video blog probably next month. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Again, I'm Eric Bjornstad with Bell Performance. If you want more information, again, we have our 2 websites, bellperformance.com and wefixfuel.com. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.